guys, it's Jessii Vee, and today my Halloween shirt says, love horror, because that's just so true to my life. I've been watching horror movies since I was like 2 years old, so try and beat that. So I'm really excited for today's video because we are going to be talking about the world's weirdest and creepiest discoveries ever. It's so crazy how many people around the world have found mysterious things that just astound us. And you guys know that I love phenomenons, I love the weird and unusual, and I know you do too, so. Before I get started, I have some very exciting news. I just found out that 3 schools have officially implemented a Yana group, and I'm so excited. Those 3 schools are East Middle School, Braden Middle School, and ADM. So I am so proud and so happy that you guys have started Yana groups at your school. Once you start one, you can send me all your official documentation from your school and I will be able to give you guys a shout out on here. Let's keep going with this Yana movement. Of course, the second I start filming, some guy is outside mowing his lawn like a good citizen. Alright, so let's get into the world's weirdest discoveries. The first one is the Moa bird foot. In 1987, a team of archaeologists was carrying out a routine expedition in a cave on Mount Owen in New Zealand when they stumbled across a scary object, a gigantic dinosaur-like foot still intact with flesh and scaly skin. This foot was so well intact that scientists first thought it was an animal that just recently passed away. And it shocked people because it looked like a fresh dinosaur foot and people were like, wait, I thought those were extinct. Are they still around, like hiding or something? Further examination revealed it actually was the 3,300-year-old mummified remains of the large prehistoric Moa bird. So in the end, it wasn't actually a huge scary creature or a dinosaur, it was a Moa bird. But those things are still quite large, as you can tell by the foot. The next discovery is called the Ice Finger of Doom. The Ice Finger of Doom! Looking like a tornado, the Ice Finger of Doom is actually an underwater icicle traveling down to the ocean's surface. But when it touches the bottom, it freezes everything that it touches. So it's literally like an underwater tornado that is made from ice and is super deadly to any fish or wildlife that it touches because you will instantly freeze. I mean, an underwater moving icicle is terrifying. I'm already afraid of the ocean as it is. We don't need a scary cold finger going after us, okay? Oh, I just got a package. The post guy's here. I love getting packages. And now he sees me filming. Awkward. Ty, there's a package coming. Do you have pants on? This next discovery is so bizarre and creepy. Hundreds and hundreds of shoes were randomly found, washed ashore one day, and nobody knows where they came from and why there is so many. Some people do get lost on the open seas, but this looks to us like entire ships worth of shoes. I'm guessing it was probably a boat that just had a ton of boxes of shoes for like a store or something. It was being shipped over and I guess the boat crashed or drowned, or I don't really know how to explain this, but it's crazy. This next one I'm gonna have trouble pronouncing, I just know. It's called the Lost City of Heraklion. So archaeologists had spent years and years trying to find this lost city. The city was supposedly underwater, and just reading this really reminds me of like Atlantis. Anybody else watch that movie as a kid? It was so good. Using advanced underwater screening technology, they finally found it. The ancient city was completely submerged 6.5 kilometers off the coast. Now in this underwater city, they found 64 ships, 700 anchors, gold coins, and statues that stood 16 feet tall. I mean, I feel like this whole discovery would be such a good movie. This next thing is bizarre too. 30,000 rubber ducks were found washed ashore one day. 25 years ago, thousands of ducks were lost at sea, and they've traveled all over the world to places like Hawaii, the UK, South Africa, and even the Arctic. It's so crazy how like these ducks can spend so long at sea and still group together and go to different areas totally intact. I mean, they all traveled so far, you gotta imagine what they've seen, what they've experienced. The next strange thing that has been washed ashore that really stunned and confused people were giant Lego people. Giant Lego men have washed up on various beaches around the world in places such as Florida, Brighton, Japan, and the Netherlands. Apparently these were made by an artist named Ego Leonard, and I think his intention was to put them into the water and hope that they would wash ashore to like shock people. I know a lot of artists are really into the whole shock factor thing, but imagine accidentally just stumbling across these while you're walking down the beach. This next one for me so far is the scariest one. They're called the Silent People, and already their name is just not okay with me. It's one of the spookiest sightings ever made on Google Maps. So literally someone just saw this on Google Maps and reported it because it was so confusing and random. A field of scarecrows have been spotted in a field in Finland, leaving observers baffled about why they are there. At first glance though, it looks like a bunch of real people just standing all together in a group looking off into the distance. Like they look like hypnotized zombies or something. They are part of an art installation called the Silent People. So once people found out this was an intentional art project, they were less afraid. But like imagine walking through the forest or the field and just seeing these. And apparently this is like a common thing for people to do around the world. So there have been other instances where people have stumbled across the Silent People. And I'm just saying, as cool as it could be, I never want to see them. And you guys probably don't either. This next discovery is called the cartoon-eyed shark. Florida researchers uncovered this dogfish shark earlier this summer. It lives in the Gulf of Mexico and Atlantic Ocean. What intrigues people the most about this specific shark is the fact that its eyes look so cartoony. It almost doesn't even look real. They just look totally painted onto the shark. The next discovery was a giant eye floating through the ocean. This next discovery reminds me of that scene from The Shining. You guys will know the scene when I show you this picture. They're called blood falls. When it was discovered in 1911 by an Australian geologist, the explanation he came up with was that the microscopic red algae gave the water its coloring. Just imagine walking through the Arctic and just seeing blood falls. Then in 2003, when they did more research on it, they found out it was actually caused by oxidized iron. And to get to this valley where blood falls is, you have to take a helicopter. You can't get there on foot, so not a lot of people have seen these in real life, but it's pretty phenomenal. This next thing freaked me out so much. It's not really a discovery as much as it is a realization. People found out that if you flip a picture of a great white shark upside down, it looks like a scary monster goblin. It looks like a demon thing with teeth smiling at you. It looks so scary, and now I'm never gonna look at great white sharks the same. I mean, I'm so glad they don't swim around like that. Could you imagine? And the last discovery I'm going to talk about are UFO clouds. It is what it sounds like. It's clouds that literally look like alien UFOs. Now this might seem a bit far-fetched, but there are alien hunters out there. I had no idea that alien hunter was an actual career. That's so cool. Alien hunters claim that some UFOs disguise themselves as clouds in order to be able to come close. So some people think that these clouds aren't actually clouds, they're actually the UFOs with tons of like fog and cloud matter around them to not be spotted. Anyways though guys, those are all of the discoveries I'm going to be talking about today. Did it blow your mind? Because it blew mine. If you like me making these discoveries and phenomenon videos, definitely give this video a thumbs up and let me know. And yeah, I hope you guys have an awesome rest of your day, and I will see you in my next video. Bye!